Historical anime with little to no fantasy elements or cat girls? That shit's boring. I don't want to watch this crap. Hey.
That's pretty good.
Vinland Saga was one of the most hyped anime going into the summer season, yet at first I crossed it off my watch list simply because of the fact that it is, like I mentioned earlier, a historical anime with little to no fantasy elements or cat girls. However, thanks to my friend Quality who convinced me to watch the show, I can confidently say that it was a great decision. Similar to the History Channel hit Vikings, this anime is about, well, Vikings. This is actually good for me since after a string of funny and fantasy-centric shows, I needed something with a more serious tone to restore the balance, and this show does that and then some. I mean, when the show starts off with one of the main hunks slicing through everyone with force, you know what kind of show this is going to be. Speaking of hunks, let's talk about all the big, strong dudes that we are all jealous of because we'll never be that swole. Just kidding. You can do it if you tried. Watch Dumbbell. The man slaughtering those poor souls in the beginning is a John's Viking general named Thors, who is also the father of our protagonist Thorfinn. I'm not the greatest at Viking history, so I'm not sure how accurate the show is, but it does feature many other well-known figures from Viking lore, such as Askeladd, Bjorn, and of course, Leif Erikson. What I like about this show so far is not only action, but also the struggles of Thorfinn and the rest of his family and friends. But instead of showing just hard times and everyone being sad all the time, they try their best to stay positive by keeping the dream of one day reaching Vinland alive. There are also some comic relief moments, like when one of the characters asks to marry Thor's daughter only to be embarrassed by his mom. Thor's, being the good teddy bear that he actually is, helps him by telling him his daughter likes strong men. Although, if that guy was the dad of the girl I'm trying to go after, I'm going to quit before I suffer a worse death than what those idiots who will storm Area 51 will suffer after trying to accomplish their deluded fantasies. Speaking of fantasies, I did mention that there is little to no fantasy elements, and while that is true for the first 3 episodes at least, some of Vinland Saga's characters are portrayed to be quite above the normal human. Again, as seen in the first episode where Thor jumps from ship to ship and not only slaughtering some enemies on the ships in one go, but also slicing part of the ship itself. But other than this, you will not find staple fantasy elements such as cat girls or demon maids. However, just because it lacks these things does not mean this anime is worthy of a skip. This is a must watch for this season. So if you like history, Vikings, or just seeing giant hunks of man dice each other up into Norse sashimi, then this is the show for you. That is Vinland Saga. I'll see you next time. Peace. Have a great day.